In the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah talks about Nifaq. Nifaq is another key concept within Islam and the Quran, and it has to do with, we translate it as hypocrisy. And there's different levels to hypocrisy. There's the minor hypocrisy that all of us are subject to a greater or lesser extent, where we say one thing and we do something else. But then there's the greater hypocrisy, which is at a core fundamental level, where you are aware that you're saying or claiming to be a believer, but in reality you're not. It's all just for show. And this is a really important lesson now. We've reached the era of identity politics, right? My identity, the intersectionality of my identity. I am this and I am that and I am the third. The idea of nifaq in Islam is basically saying, you know, your identity is worthless in some sense, in the sense that it's just a claim. Anybody can claim to be anything. You can claim to be a believer. You can claim to be pious. You can claim to be righteous. You can claim to be a good person. But where's the reality? Where's the substance? Allah doesn't care about what you claim. Allah cares about the substance. You can say all day long, and we have the hadith, right? The Prophet ﷺ, the three people who are the first people to enter the fire, right? The person who claimed that they were a scholar, claimed that they were a generous person, claimed that they were a fighter in the cause of Allah. And then they're going to be interrogated, and Allah's going to say, you know, it's like, well, what did you do? And they said, well, we did this and we did it for you. Claim. And Allah says, kadhabt. You're lying. You didn't do it for me. Form but no substance. Identity and no reality. So identity can be important. We talk about having an identity in an aspirational sense, right? My identity, I have a Muslim identity because I want to be a better Muslim, right? That's important. But we need to be very, very careful that, you know, we can't just rely and say, as a Muslim, this and that and the third, and I'm speaking as this and I'm speaking as that. What's the reality? And you don't pray. And you have horrible relationships with your parents. And you don't have an orientation or an attitude of submission towards Islam, or submission towards Allah's commands. You don't care what's halal, haram. Are we supposed to take, what's your identity worth? It's not worth anything. Reality matters much more than identity. And to have identity with no reality or no substance, that is the essence of nifaq.